brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco, here with my brother from another big game, James. James, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
What's up, big dog? Just chilling, man. You know what I'm saying? Getting ready for this NFL draft. I know you're getting ready for the draft. You know what I'm saying? My man got the GoFundMe getting paid out there so he can get the feel me, so he can get out there and get that good coverage. So excited to see you out there, see what you're gonna do. What's up, everybody in the building on the Philly side, on the Cowboy side? Gonna get on in here. Let's get it filled up. We're gonna do mock draft. We're gonna talk all kind of stuff, but I'm well, I'm healthy, and that's a good thing. And pretty much can say about that.
Yeah, and hey, look, I think both of our teams have done decently this offseason. I think both teams have surprised us in different ways. I think with the Eagles, I'll speak for myself, but I think that for the Eagles, I looked at the numbers prior to signing to various, I believe that's how you say his first name, Street, from the San Francisco 49ers, which I think is a good signing in itself. You know what I'm saying? A young guy, 26 years old, defensive tackle, already 6.5 sacks in his 3 years. So it's going to be interesting to see what they can get out of him. I want to see what more of what the story is on him. But even prior to that, before that, I was looking at all the guys that we signed, and I went into this offseason like I just want to keep one or two guys. We are already at 12 people that we've signed. And prior to the Tavarius signing, we were at like 82.59 million that we invested in this offseason. And I was actually floored. I understand that, that the salary cap is very fableish, right? It's very like kind of fairy tale-ish. Like there's a lot of things you can do to work with the cap, but I didn't think this would be the year that the Eagles would spend that type of money in that regard, especially when you look at, Jalen Hurts' contract coming up and things like that. So it kind of surprised me in that fashion. I think I know, like in a lot of ways, how the Cowboys, because they surprised me in a lot of ways. But in your opinion, how did they surprise you, if they surprised you this offseason?
They definitely surprised me because they didn't hoard the picks. They didn't hoard their last season I believe we had 11 picks, I believe, 9 to 11 picks, one of those. And it was, it's always been the narrative, not always, but as of late, it's been the narrative in free agency that, let the players go after their contract. If they don't, get the good deal, we'll go ahead and get that compensatory pick add on and draft more. But the thinking is, once you hit the fourth round, most of those guys aren't going to make the team. Fifth, sixth rounders, seventh rounders aren't going to make the team. So if you can get rid of those picks or, package those picks to get a player, especially a player of worth, then you feel good about yourself. And Dallas hasn't done that as of late. So for the Cowboys to do what they did and getting quality players back, not just getting, okay, who's this guy? Yeah, he's probably not going to do anything. Why'd you just trade that 6th-round pick for him? You know what I'm saying? So this time, you go out and you had a 5th rounder that you got rid of, and you had a 5th and a 6th you got rid of, and you got a Brandon Cooks, and you got a Stephen Gilmore. That hasn't happened in the Cowboys in a while. They stay true to what they usually been doing is signing their own, but I feel like it's been a situation where we're trying to maybe look at it maybe an all-in situation. You brought back another defensive starter and re-signing Jonathan Hankins, who a lot of us been wanting to re-sign. That's a guy I wanted 2 years ago. We have been waiting for that signing. So you got almost like 7 defensive players back that you re-signed. You made some trades. You replenished the backfield. You added a receiver, what we were talking about. So you pretty much took care of everything in free agency and in trade. So, like I said, once again, when you go into the draft, you can feel good in what kind of position you want to go after.
Yeah, yeah, and I think the trades they threw me off. I mean, they did them in the Cowboy fashion. They did them in the Jones fashion. It was still a bargain. It wasn't like they went out there and gave up their 1st-round pick for a guy, but I was still surprised. I didn't think that they would do what they did to go and get a Brandon Cooks. And honestly, if you look in retrospect, it kind of set now the new market maybe for DeAndre Hopkins and what he might go for. So it'll be kind of funny if he does end up going for a similar, deal as a Brandon Cooks. But I think Brandon Cooks is a very, very good player and a very underrated player in this league. And on the other side, you got a Stephen Gilmore. And the reason why I bring up Stephen Gilmore is because I saw earlier someone on Twitter post like a top 40 cornerbacks. And two of our guys was in there. I'll throw that out there. Obviously, we had Slay and we had Bradbury in there, but Stephen Gilmore was at number 4. How do you feel like you're in? Because last year, and I think this is fair to say, a lot of people were looking at the Eagles and said we had one of the best, if not the best, cornerback duo in the NFL for that year. Do you think that the Dallas Cowboys will be in that conversation with this trade that you guys made for Stephen Gilmore? Are they now one of those top 2, top 3 cornerback duos going into next year, in your opinion?
Definitely. You can definitely say that. I mean, when you look at what Stephen Gilmore did over in Indianapolis, he had a very good year over there. The stats prove it. I don't have time to pull him up right now, or I definitely would, but they back up his play. Obviously, it's not when the elite play when he was at the Patriots and things of that nature. But when you understand that, the short time he had at Carolina and the short time he had in Indianapolis, he was a very strong, effective cornerback. And I think he's just what the Cowboys need. Trevon Diggs came in as a baby. People still need to understand that he didn't come in as a polished veteran corner. He was a receiver in high school predominantly, and in college he was a receiver and then switched to corner, and then only really had one full year of starting at the cornerback position at Alabama. So he came in for real as a baby, and when you've seen what he's done in that short period of time, without who was his guider when he came in? Anthony Brown, Jordan Lewis. Those weren't guys he could really sit there and say he could really learn the game from at the elite level. So you got to look at what he's done by himself, pretty much. He's had the help, but by himself. So now you get a Gilmore who can really teach you the game. He's out there in the offseason training with these guys as well, still always honing technique, getting better. So if you already got a Trevon Diggs who's an elite playmaker, and then you add a Gilmore who can shut you down, who can take the ball away, he's good in the run game, he's a smart player, brings a Super Bowl pedigree. How can you not put them in a statue of saying, yeah, this is one of the better duos now in the NFC East, if not the NFL?
Yeah, I mean, in a couple months we'll have an argument about it, I'm sure. But right now, no, I think that it's very fair to say that those two should be in that category, should be in those conversations, like you said. I see some people saying "F a conversation," we the best, and that's how you should feel. It's going to be interesting because I will say, as far as the Eagles go, what they do at that position, because I know that we got James Bradbury on a short, long-term deal, however you really. I mean, it's like a couple year deal. You know what I'm saying? But they're still old. Darius Slay is no spring chicken. We don't have a marquee player at that position. When Stephen Gilmore moves on, you're probably still going to fall back on Trayvon Diggs, and it's who do you pair with him? Once Darius Slay moves on, and James Bradbury is not going to be that far behind him. It's going to be very, very intriguing to see what the Eagles do to try and shore up that position. Which kind of brings me to what I wanted to ask next and talk about next is this draft. We've went through this whole offseason now. Obviously there's still a lot more to go, but we've went through this first wave of the offseason, and we kind of have seen how our teams are shaping with the Eagles, with the Eagles, our owner said that the offense is more important. I don't know if I'd necessarily agree with that, especially if you look at how we're built, but it seems like that's their mentality, that the offense is more important. Do you think your Cowboys have made a decision on what their mentality is going to be going into this draft? Do you think they're going to focus more so on offense or defense going into this draft?
We've already shown the focus already. We're going to be a team of defense. I'm cool with that. That's the mantra I've been wanting to scream forever because we've always been a offensive ran team. That's what we've been known as, scoring points, having the stars. I want to go back to the defensive level because defense wins championships, in my opinion. I don't care what anybody tells me. I just believe that. So when I see that, I look at the free agency. They said we're going to be leaning on our defense and we're going to build a capable offense. I think the offense, we had a great conversation with my guy, Coach Marv, about how the offense will be maybe not as explosive as was under Kellen Moore, but it'll be a lot more efficient now. But that defense is the defense that you're going to lean on. If you re-sign all those players back on defense that you did this season and you added another defensive player, yeah, I would say more it's going to be we're leaning on our defense, but we're going to have a good, efficient offense. We're going to be able to score on you, but we want to be able to stop you more than anything else. And I think that's what I look at the Cowboys now, at least from Mike McCarthy and what I've been feeling, and even Dan Quinn, him getting toys. I mean, he gets his toys. You know what I'm saying? Dante Fowler back, Hankins back, Donovan Wilson back, LVE back, Tack McKinley back. You know, all of these guys are coming back on your defense to help out, and I go get a pick. Yeah, I think we're more on the defensive side. That's where we're going to be. And that's what I like, because I like it better when you have a team, your quarterback, he can make plays. He can do those things. But when you know your defense can always keep you in the game, case in point, San Francisco in the championship game, we fell short. Our quarterback did not play great. We understand that. But we also saw that our defense, even when our offense was not doing its job, the defense kept us in there the whole game. And all we had to do was make a few plays and we could have pulled that game out. So that's what I like. And even the year before, we didn't play good offensively in that game. But our defense still kept us in the game where we still had a chance at the end. So that's why I want to say defense is where it's at.
Yeah, and it's funny to hear that juxtaposition because with the Eagles, like I feel like they are going almost all in again on this offense. So, maybe I'm sure Jerry and Jeffrey, they have dinners and everything, and they probably talk and they probably know what each other's doing, what the other hand's doing. I mean, we talk as fans and talk our talk and be like, we don't care about y'all. At the end of the day, those owners know, winning those division games means something. And it's cool to kind of see the opposite happening with both of our teams right now because you're focusing on your defense, we're focusing on our offense. I'm glad I asked that question because I was kind of wondering that, and that's gonna be a whole video, I already know, because now I got my wheels turning, and now I kind of want to ask that question to a couple other people. We got to get George on here and maybe Ruben on here again,
Yeah.
and see what they doing, because I would love to ask that question to them as well, because it's cool to see how when you guys kind of pull off a move, we're right behind you pulling off a move, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things going on.
That's what
in
it kind of should be, in
system.
my opinion. I mean, that's
Yeah.
what it kind of should be, in my opinion. I mean, we're watching each other. We've been the top teams. I mean, if you're looking at the whole NFC East, you got to look at your opponent. That's what you have to win. Number one thing is you won a Super Bowl, you won a championship, but you always want to win your division first, right? That's what you always want to do. So you always got to be cognizant or mindful of your other opponents within your division, and especially if an opponent is really kind of making moves and they're putting it on the field and making moves on the field as well. So yeah, that's what I think it should be. And even when we saw the draft last year, when you picked up Jordan Davis, we came back and got Tyler Smith. I think we were both kind of looking at each other. Okay, they moved more on the defense again in that middle. We need to kind of solidify our offensive line. You know what I mean? So I think that kind of goes hand in hand.
It's facts. I think this is your channel.
Yeah, shout out to Harold for the $2 holla. I won't mention any of those teams that you have up there,
You
but I'll
don't like none
definitely
of those
take.
teams?
No, he's always on that Houston stuff, and I'm not. So I'm not going to mention those teams, but I definitely missed the $2 holla, and I appreciate you.
Yeah, you're a Mavs fan, right? You're a Mavs
Yeah,
fan.
Mavs all day.
I respect,
I
I respect that. I'm a Nets fan. I don't have much to brag about right now.
mean, I think y'all making the playoffs though.
We making the playoffs barely.
I mean,
You know what I'm
if you
saying?
look at your whole team gutted, and now Ben Simmons out for the rest of the year, and if y'all still go to playoffs and at least do something, that is good. We're
could.
fighting in that going west. You know what I'm saying? And just right quick before we jump off of that, it's just like a lot of people are just like hating, like, oh, I told you Kyrie and look at work. Yeah, it can. It's just I think you got to really turn up that coaching. I think you need an off season with everybody there and figure out what you want to do and then go from there. I think, half the season, they got to get used to each other. And as long as he wants to understand, he wants to stay, I think it can definitely work.
I love Luka Doncic. I love Luka. I think he's probably the best player skill wise in the league right now, in my opinion. Like at least the most fun player to watch. But as someone that had to go through Kyrie, my girlfriend loves Kyrie. Like, I have a Kyrie jersey. She's the only one that wears it at this point. But, she loves Kyrie. But I went through that too. I went through that I felt like if we could just figure it out, the coaching needs to get better. Let's get this right. But it feels like once something, I don't know what it is with Kyrie, and I don't want to like bash the dude because I'm not a fan of Kyrie. I've never really been a fan of Kyrie, even when he was on the team. But when he was on the team, it made me at least respect him because he did keep it together for some parts of it. But then it just like, I don't know what's up with Kyrie. And I don't know, where there's smoke, there's fire usually. And it just seems like everywhere he goes, there's smoke. So I hope that it works out because I do like Luka. I think that he deserves it, but I don't know. I think there's something going on with Kyrie. I know this is a conversation a lot of my fans probably want to hear because there are a lot of Sixers fans. A lot of people were happy when we took Ben Simmons on and were telling me how terrible he was. It is what it is. I'm eating crow. We definitely suck. It is what it is. But we got a future. I will say that before we get to this draft, we have a future. I think that the Nets now can go back to what they're good at, and that's building a team, building a roster. You're not, we tried to go out there and get the superstars, but when you go out there and just draft well, we were able to put together a pretty good team. So we'll see what happens. And
we'll see.
I'm tired of talking about basketball, but shout out to everybody in the in the chat, man. We got 100 people between both chats, so definitely hit that like, hit that subscribe. And I saw everybody talking junk about my last draft. I don't know how. I thought I did pretty darn good, but I will listen. I will listen better. I promise you, I will listen better. But we're gonna go 7 rounds, man. We are gonna go 7 rounds. You ready to do this, brother?
I'm ready to do it.
Do you want me to move the chat, or can you still see it? Here, we'll get into it, and then if it gets in, because I think last time we were straight, but if it does get in your way,
okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Let's go.
I switched off PFF because they trying to charge a brother, and I'm
what?
trying to make this trip. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I can't be doing none of those.
I feel you. I'm definitely rocking with PFF though.
Yeah, PFF is fire. PFF is definitely better.
They will always get my money, and plus I finessed the deal out of them. I don't know how. Like I was paying a certain amount, but I don't know how to pay so much. Now I get it on the super discount now, dog. $9.99. Ooh.
Yeah, I get
it. Life.
I get it like half off for going to school. I actually should just do that. I forgot about that. I do get a half off. But all right. So I do have some trades that I'm probably going to take, but this is a good situation. Last week we talked about Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter actually.
They say he felt talking about being at the first round.
Yeah, they're talking about that he might not even get picked in the first. There was a report that the Raiders come, and now let me preface it with saying this: the Raiders are not the morals committee by any standard. I'm going to put that out there, right? But they apparently took him off their board. Now, if the bully in the school is saying, bro, that's messed up, I'm a little bit worried. You know what I'm saying? Like, we talked about this, and we talked about how they're going to have to talk to him and see what is really going on in his head. But I don't know, man. That's a little bit worrisome. That's a little bit worrisome that he's just completely off some team's board. So I see people saying get Carter. I really don't. I don't know, man. I got Carter last time. I did get Carter last time.
That's me.
What would you do?
I'm
hearing now what you're hearing. You would take them?
You're hearing what they're saying. They go off the boards unless they got some inside information that we don't know. Then why not? I mean,
I feel you. I mean, so I'm not going to take him. Okay. And the reason why I'm not going to take him is not because of any. No, it's not because of any of that. It's because I do want to get some more picks in this draft because I do want to go 7 rounds. I only have 2 7s after this. So will this be the most realistic trade in the world? Probably not. But I want to get some more picks in this draft. So it is what it is. I'm going to reject their first next year and their 7th next year. That's a decent trade, though. If they want to give us that to move back to number 19, well, they will probably have to throw in a little bit more. But I'm going to see if I can't get something like this instead. All right. So I know people aren't going to like that pick, but it's because I want to look at all different possibilities. Okay, guys? Let's not go crazy. I already hear people in the in the chat getting mad as hell. It's not because I wouldn't take. I would definitely probably take him in that situation, but I don't know. But anyways, they said bad trade. See, it's an exercise. Let's just look at it like that. This is an exercise. That's what mock drafts are. So if we were to move back, right, which I think is a definite possibility. It sucks that Bajan's gone literally right before me. That would have been kind of cool. I am doing a full video about
they said bad trade, Joe.
Yeah, I knew people were gonna be mad. It is what it is. It's an exercise. It is what it is. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I agree with Dank. Bajan probably should be here, so I wouldn't mind taking him there. But obviously he's not
gone.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a Nolan Smith here. I know that he said he loves Philly, and when you say you love Philly, I love you. At number 19, Kalijah Cansey makes a lot of sense. At number
Mm,
19,
mm.
Mozzie Smith is a guy, but I mean he's more like probably late first.
Yeah, I wouldn't take him that early.
Let me see what else we have here. Let me
Yeah,
look
you
at
might have to move that
offense.
chat because I can't see.
All right, I got you. I see people saying take Kalijah Cansey. See, I'm glad when
There we
people
go.
hop on that wave, man. Kalijah Cansey's fire.
Yeah,
Joe
he
is high.
nice. I mean,
Bro, y'all crazy. Y'all crazy.
keep building that line up in the middle.
People mad because I traded. I mean, it is what it is. We gotta see all different possibilities. I wouldn't mind a darn out right here. Anton Harrison. Cyrus Torrance is an interesting name. Honestly, I think I'm gonna go Kalijah Cansey. I know people gonna be. I'm just gonna upset people with this draft. It is what it is. But I'm gonna
Hmm.
go with who I think makes the most sense. I think Nolan Smith makes sense. I don't know. I think he's rising a little bit too quick for me. It scares me a little bit. I got to go back and watch him a little bit more. I know he has a lot of upside, but am I taking him in like what a top 15, top 20 pick? I don't know. I think I felt more comfortable with Kalijah Cansey. I know people are worried about his size and strength, but I'm not. So we're gonna go with Kalijah Cansey. And you got some trade offers.
Let's see.
If you're gonna say I'm tripping,
No,
tell
I'm
me
not doing
why.
that. I'm not doing
Hold
that
on,
one.
hold on, James. To my chat, if you're gonna tell me I'm tripping or I'm wrong or I'm high
Yeah.
or whatever, that's fine. I'm cool with you disagreeing, but tell me why, so I can at least explain my opinion. Because they just be
Right,
like, "You're
right.
an
They do
idiot."
that.
Just
Right.
tell me why. Tell me why, and we'll go from there. But yeah, all right. So you have a trade offer. You said nah to this one.
Yeah, no, I ain't doing no next year.
34.96.
Ooh.
You can
Hmm.
always see what's there. You know what I'm saying? You want to see what's there
No,
first?
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna leave it alone.
All right.
All right, so what we looking at right here?
I'll go to
Ooh,
all
we
first. So you got some players.
got some players, man. Got a lot of players. Mm. Ooh, we. Damn.
While you think real quick, I just want to say to Ty
And
Armstrong.
this is all right.
Yeah. Do you want me to go to a certain one? I can go to a certain one.
Um. mm, mm, mm. Go to offensive guards.
Got you. Oh, yeah. I know a lot of people are connecting out
Jeez.
of Avila. I like
Yeah,
Avila.
but you know Osiris is there too.
Osiris is a dog.
Mm.
Well, they got McClendon Curtis high. Shout out to my dog. That's what's up. I ain't
Mm.
gonna lie, I know him. That's what's up.
Because I haven't seen him talking a lot about him. Then we got Anton Harris because he's a flex position. Let me go ahead and get Osiris. Let's get that offensive guy out the way. He's not sexy, but we select. Oh gosh,
Oh damn, they want to give me the whole
they give me the house.
draft.
They giving you the house over there.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I already did. Everybody yelling at me already for the trade. This ain't nothing. Everybody already yelling at me enough, man. I'm not doing it no more. I just wanted to get at least one more pick. But I do want to say this. I
Man,
want to say
dude,
this to
don't be swayed by the board because they out there yelling at you. You got to be strong in your picks.
No, I want to be at least realistic though. I don't think. I mean, maybe they go two deep in
Damn,
the first, but
damn,
I don't
Jamar
think I
Gibbs is
would.
gone. That pisses me off. I wanted that little
Oh,
dude.
he is. Damn, that's right before me too.
Mm,
Anyway, it is what it is. But
mm.
I
Yeah,
want
I'm
to
glad
address
y'all ain't
this
get
because
him.
I want to address this because it's gonna make me mad. But shout out to Ty Armstrong. I ain't going. We ain't fighting, bro. I'm just giving you my opinion. I understand the whole he's too small thing, but to say he's not doesn't fit the system just doesn't make sense in my opinion. You have a big gap eating guy like Jordan Davis on one side, and then you have another guy that can literally line up almost anywhere on the defensive line. You can even stand him up on the outside if you want, and have him pass or rush the passer. So to say he doesn't fit, you make him fit. When a guy can be that good of that effective of a pass rusher, I think you make him fit. So that's my opinion. I respect your opinion, though. I know he is small. You're not wrong. You are definitely not wrong. But saying he's too small is too narrow, in my opinion. That's just how I feel. Now, where were we? We were at did Nolan Smith come off? Nolan Smith came off. Damn.
Yeah. See, this is this second and third round where all these good players gonna go, and you'll be like, damn it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Dank Breeder said, "What are you talking about? Who to who? Who Dank? You like Kalijah Cansey? I don't know if you're talking. Say sometimes they have their own conversations, and I don't know if they're talking to me or.
Yeah, I know you gotta be
I
clarifying it.
mean,
I see
Isaiah
it here.
Foskey, but
Oh, no, they're gonna want
he ain't
this tight
touching me.
end, or what we gonna do in this? Talk to me, Cowboys Nation. Who's in here in Cowboys Nation? Y'all gotta talk to me. Let's talk together in here. Don't let this just be me at like I
He
know
said, "Don't
everything
let
up here.
this just be me."
Cowboys Nation, jump in here and let's talk to me. Where should we go? We went with Osiris Torrance in that first round. We got the big boy out the way. So what we looking in this second round? Are we tapping that receiver? Or are we tapping that running back? Are we tapping that line? And people still talking that tight end. Mm.
I'm honest. I'm right now I'm between. I gotta look at the actual chat because I'm between Dabaware. I can't say his name, a Dabaware, but
Mm.
my boy Devin Jackson did a really good piece about him. So just kind of going off of that and what he's told me about him, I really do like the kid. I think he's somebody that could fit the Eagles. I kind of like Dewan Jones because I mean that's a pick for the future, and the Eagles have done that before. Zay Flowers could be a guy if you're really trying to upgrade that third position. I like Anton Harrison. Do you go linebacker? I don't think they would go line. Keon White, I like.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of good players out there still.
There's
Where
still
you're
some
at.
good. Yeah, there's still some good interior defensive linemen. I mean, there's some good tight ends. I wouldn't be shocked to see come off the board. Antonio Johnson is a guy I really like. But after we just signed, um, what's his name? I don't think we're gonna be going. Terrell Edmonds. Marvin Mims is a guy I like, but not in the first round. All right, what are people thinking? What are people thinking?
So who'd y'all get in the first pick?
The first pick we got Kalijah
Kalijah
Cansey.
Cansey. Okay. For you
I see some
guys,
people saying Trenton Simpson. I don't know if they would go cornerback. I mean, a linebacker this
linebacker.
early.
I don't know if they do a linebacker at 30. I don't think he'd go 30. Um, how y'all looking on O line?
That's where my head is telling me. Like my head is telling me like a Dewan Jones, to be real with you, or maybe even or Darnell White or
I would think y'all may want to
Darnell
tap
Wright.
that offensive line. Didn't y'all lose a couple and Lane
That's what I'm
Johnson's older?
thinking. If Dewan Jones can move inside, which I don't know if that's a possibility. I know his big like weaknesses are kind of like his lateral movement because he's so big, but he's strong. So I don't know if they would feel comfortable with him at guard, especially off the bat. But I know they would probably be able to work with him at tackle. And we know that Lane Johnson only has a couple years left.
Mm-hmm.
This probably isn't the sexy pick. This probably isn't the fan favorite pick, especially when looking at who's there. But I gotta go Dewan. I'm gonna go Dewan, and hopefully he's
Mm.
watching. That's my dog, so hopefully he's watching. You know what I'm saying? If you
Mm-hmm.
come to the Eagles, dog, I need tickets.
Hmm.
Yeah, see, I saw a lot of people saying go O line. I think that's the smart way to go. That's
I'm
not a
not.
bad.
I'm not doing no futures though. No next year. Ooh, second rounder though.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
But I'm gonna just leave trades alone. I'm gonna leave these trades alone right now. Maybe do a trade next week. I don't feel like
Okay.
trading. All right. So there's Will McDonald. He's my favorite D edge right there. That's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough. I might take the Will McDonald because I did a video on him March 2nd when we did our draft show on defensive ends. He was my number one guy. As soon as I looked at all the D ends and I looked at him, he was my number one guy. He's a little undersized at 240, but man, dog, he got everything else and he plays big.
Can you explain that? Because I think sometimes people don't understand what that, because people do hear, they look at the size, they say, oh, all right, he's only 6 foot tall, he's not 350. Can you explain what you mean by plays big? Because I think sometimes that gets lost in translation.
Because it's just like kind of like I would say like with myself, I'm not a big dude, but I play big. So like I'm gonna take it inside. I'm not gonna just shoot jump shots or not really go inside because I'm worried about my size being a limitation. I'm gonna go in there and take it to the hole, get in there and get rebounds. I'm gonna get dirty on the inside. So that's when they'll say, oh, he plays bigger than his size because he's not supposed to be in there. You know what I mean? I'm not supposed to be going in there getting rebounds and going in there and taking it to the hole and scoring over big guys. That's not what's supposed to be happening at my size. So when they're saying he's playing bigger than his size, that's an aspect in that on the basketball tip. So if they're talking on the football tip, you're looking at him. He's at 238 pounds, 240, playing the edge in the NFL. That is light. Michael Parsons, 6'3", 245, and he was having a tough time himself, wearing down. That's what tend to happen. But man, he has a different type of tick coming off that edge. And we talked about Hassan Reddick. He came out, he's only 240, and he did pretty good on the edge as well. And the way they played McDonald, he played inside at Iowa State. Shouldn't have, but he did, and he wasn't scared to do it. Wasn't super effective, but wasn't getting destroyed either. So with that being said, me saying all that,
Dog, well.
I'm go ahead and go with him because I liked him before. So and when Dan Quinn works you out, we got to go ahead and take him.
Yeah, I respect that. I respect that. So this would be honestly a perfect position for the Eagles to be in. If they could snag somebody like a Jack Campbell, I will walk out of here so happy. I did selfish plug, shameless plug. I did a video that I'm editing tonight. I'm probably gonna finish it up tonight, have it out by tomorrow morning. That is just literally named 5 running backs not named Bijan Robinson. And one of these guys that are on the board is a big reason for that. Zach Charbonnet. I think that he's a very, very good player. And I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but either way, I think that he's a very
Charbonnet.
Charbonnet. Okay, there we go. I think I said it right in the video. So
Did you
hopefully,
say it? Yeah, Charbonnet.
but I like the kid. I really do. I like a lot of these running backs. So I'm not gonna take him here. Not gonna take him here. I think I am gonna take Jack Campbell. I really do like Jack Campbell, and I think he's kind of the last of the guys I would really feel comfortable with at the linebacker position. Let me look at what we have for cornerbacks. Tyreek is somebody. Julius Brents is definitely somebody. When do I pick again? That kind of maybe changes my mind a little bit. I want Julius Brents, but I feel like Jack Campbell's the better pick. I see Jack Campbell in the comments. Oh, y'all want to see the pick so far? I got y'all. So far we just got Kalijah Cansey and Dewan Jones. That was really anticlimactic. I don't know why I felt like I picked 5 players already. I was ready to see like 5 people. I think Jack Campbell just makes sense here. I don't see really any yeah, I see people saying Jack. Yeah, so we'll go Jack. We'll go Jack Campbell. That was easy. That was easy peasy. This is a guy, and it's funny that you bring up the guy that you liked prior to, us going too in depth and everything, because this is a guy that I liked prior to everything too. This was a guy I put on a lot of my early mock drafts. I had him going like more towards the 3rd round, to the Eagles, but I mean that's late 2nd round. So the Julius, but damn, Tank Bigsby.
Damn, they
Yeah,
took
what's
Hooker.
going on? Tank Big. All the running backs are going like right before me.
I know, man.
I would do that. I ain't gonna lie. See, something like this is something the Eagles should get
Yeah,
into, because
I would do that.
I might even do that right now. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see who's here. Yeah, see, I want Julius Brent, and I feel like that's what they want to move up for. I want Julius.
Better not play around now.
That Raz scored crazy. I feel like I gotta go Julius Brent. I don't know if I should do. What do y'all think in the chat? Should I take the trade?
I heard him say it.
One person said go Julius Brents. The other one saying take it. I don't know if he's saying take Julius Brents or take the trade. Should I take the trade or should I take the? We're looking at this one. We're not even looking at the 49ers. The Niners are the ops. Julius Brents. All right, I'm gonna go Julius Brents. Even though this is a good trade, I wouldn't be mad if the Eagles did something like that. Yeah, we'll go Brents. We'll go Brents. Oh, the ops trying to work with you now.
Mm.
Well, you got two people trying to give you picks today.
Oh, they must got their eyes on a running back or something. They got their eyes on somebody.
Zach Charbonnet has fell pretty far,
I
honestly.
know. You
I'm kind
feel
of
me?
surprised.
Mm.
That's going back 9. That's going back 7. The
But
Dolphins
I'm
won.
getting, but I'm getting 2 picks out of that though. What's
The
the one
Dolphins,
seven?
yeah, that's true.
I'm getting 2 picks and only giving up one. That's what I'm looking at. But go. Can you go out of that right quick?
Yeah,
Go to running backs.
don't take the guy I want. That's all I know because there is a guy I'm holding out on. Israel went crazy apparently at his pro day. I didn't see all the numbers to be honest, but I keep on hearing he went crazy.
Okay, so that pick, I'm gonna do that trade with the Niners.
And we have a trade. And with that, the Eagles are up. See, these trades ain't bad. I ain't gonna lie. These trades, I mean, I can get jiggy with this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at those picks. I would probably take this in a heartbeat. What? This is a crazy trade offer. They would give me their fourth next year. Their 157th, 124th for my 90. I mean, I guess to move down like 30 picks and I give them up there. I guess that's not a terrible trade for them. All right, let's see where we're at. Sam Laporta is still on the board. I'm actually kind of surprised by that. Zach Kuntz is another guy that I know a lot of people like. Kuntz, I don't know how to say his name. I'm sorry. I don't know how to pronounce a lot of people's names, and it's going to get me in trouble. Sean Tucker is a guy that I really like. I already know who I'm going to take. I'm not going to lie. I'm just trying to find somebody that maybe I want to talk about. Wanye Morris is now healthy. They're saying that he should be good to go come the season. So I wouldn't be surprised if he goes higher than that 122 mark. Jamie Robinson, I like a lot. I'll probably be looking at him in the next rounds. Now, I know I said that I like Zach Charbonnet, but I was kind of waiting for Kendre Miller. I really, really like Kendre Miller. I mean, I like Zach Charbonnet, but I feel like he's a real like one trick pony. Like he's going north to south, which is awesome. Don't get me wrong. That's what you want.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like with Kendre, he's had the long, crazy runs. He's been crazy productive for a year. Like I just feel like he's somebody that he hasn't even hit his ceiling. Whereas with Zach Charbonnet, I feel like he's going to be what he is in the league. With a Kendre Miller, I think he can be. I think he could be like great if I'm being 100% honest. Maybe that's being a little bit too high on him, but we'll see. So people like Zach Charbonnet. I like Kendre Miller, so I'm gonna go Kendre Miller. Y'all can roast me in the comments. Y'all can roast me on Twitter later on. But yeah, that's my pick, and I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking with it. Damn, you got another good. That one's nothing, but
No, I ain't doing that. No, I ain't doing that either. Let's go ahead and make it work. So Charbonnet still out there, right?
he's still out there.
Go to running backs. I know they like Tajay Spears too.
Oh wow, people actually like the Kendre Miller trade pickup. Thank you. I'm glad. Hey, are we getting along, chat? Are we getting along?
I'm trying to think. What running back we want to go? We want to go Charbonnet, or do we want to go Tajay Spears on this one, folks? I'm gonna ask the chat. Charbonnet or Tajay Spears? Because Spears got a little bit of wheels, a little bit more wheels than Charbonnet does. You know what I'm saying? But he's a little bit smaller. Charbonnet is a little bit more pretty boyish, but he gets down and dirty. What we looking at, chat? What up, love?
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We got over 100 people in both these chats. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe. You see some Charbonnet. You got one Spears. One asking about McBride. Spears, a lot of Spears.
Spears are starting to come up. You feel me?
Yeah, people are liking Spears. Yeah, another Spears, one Charbonnet. I think that's a Marcel kind of hit it on the head. Spears definitely did more as a pass catcher.
Yeah.
Sean Tucker, Spears. I tend to agree with
but
that.
the only thing about it is with Dallas, they already got Tony Pollard. They got Ronald Moore. I mean, how much is he really going to do?
As a pass catcher, yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, do they want a bell cow guy? Do they want to, because they said they ultimately want a guy that can bounce off and can be a bell cow guy. They said that's ultimately what they would love to have. You feel me? And that's what more the Charbonnet is, but he's not as explosive as Spears. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna go with Tajay Spears on this one. I'm gonna go with Tajay Spears because I think he's more of a weapon. I like Charbonnet, but I think he's more of a weapon and he can get loose. Yeah, you might kill me for this one, but I'm gonna go ahead and go with Spears.
Yeah, I think that Charbonnet is a guy that he just moves forward. Like and there's a spot for that. Don't get me wrong, but if you're looking for somebody that can kind of do a little bit more, I agree. I don't know if it's really Charbonnet. People mad. He said, "Mine again." Good thing this one doesn't give out grades. So you can grade it. Eagles has landed. You can grade it and tell me what my terrible grade is. But all right, so now you're back up. So you're back up on the board.
Okay, I'm back up. All right, so what we looking at here? Let's go look at some tight ends. I know they're probably all gone.
That's how it works. Yeah, one or two.
Ooh, Luke Shoemaker. He's pretty decent. Damn. Well, see, I got an offensive lineman. I got a running back. I got an edge guy. Look at receivers. Let's look at receivers too. I might have to take Nathan Dell right here. I'm gonna go ahead and take.
Here?
Yeah, he's still there.
Wow, they got him low.
Yeah, I'm going to take Deli right there. Tank Deli.
Yeah, that's a hell of a steal. That's crazy. That's really low.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Deli.
Damn, they saying he like a 5th round pick. That's wild. Yeah, you back on the board. Okay.
Back on the board again. Okay, so we got a nice little receiver. Now let's check out. And this is all. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and go with that tight end Luke Shoemaker from Michigan.
He's a good player.
And we come right back because I did that trade, right? Yeah.
All right, now the Eagles are on the board. I like what I got so far. People be hating for no reason. They just be so upset. Kalijah Cansey, you got yourself an interior guy. You got yourself a DeJuan Jones, future, right tackle, or possibly if you can move him on into that guard spot, that would just be a house at the guard spot. I don't even know if that would work, but if it would, beautiful. Jack Campbell, I think, is one of the better linebackers in this draft, so I'm cool with getting him at 62. Julius Brents, I think, has a lot of upside to him in his game. Very athletic, so I'm excited to see him in the Eagles. Kelly Green next year. Kendre Miller, I think, is a dog. I think Kendre Miller is a dog. So I would be happy with that. Very happy with that. Now let's see who else gets to win a ring this year. You know what I'm saying? Let's see who else we're gonna bring on this team to win a ring. Trey Dean, you want a ring? I don't know. He ain't speak loud enough. He gotta talk a little bit quick now. I do see people say look at wide receiver. I think that's a good spot to look. Not really anybody I love. I do like Justin Shorter. Elijah Higgins is a good player. I think it's too early for all these people, if I'm being honest. I think it's a little bit too early for all these people. Maybe we're a little bit too late for that, wave of guys that could probably be day one starters.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at linebacker, cornerback, or defensive tackle. Since I made that good trade and came right back and got another pick. Mm-hmm.
What do I want to do here? Let me see what we got at edge. I'm surprised Byron Young is that low. Part of me wants to take Trey Dean here, but I'm gonna be 100% honest. It would just be to fill up that part of the paper, if it makes sense. Like
Mm-hmm.
just to check that off, because I don't really think he's a guy that
That's
would
the
make a
safety,
huge
right?
impact. Yeah, I don't think he would make a huge impact.
He's developmental, but he got great size.
We're gonna try it out. Why not? Right? We're close to the 6th round. This is the end of the 5th. Let's just do it. Let's pull the trigger on a guy that maybe has a little bit of upside in him and maybe could become something for this team. And wow, you're right behind us.
I
So.
told you I came back and got that trade, big dog. So this is all. Go to cornerback. Probably all the good corners is gone.
All the good corners is gone. There's a couple that are decent though. You have Stephen Gilmore and Stephen Gilmore.
And go to defensive tackle. Ooh, let me get that. Ooh, yeah, let me go ahead and get that Carl Brooks from Bowling Green.
That's a good pickup. I didn't even see him there.
Yeah, let's go ahead and scoop him right there. I feel you. I'm listening to you, Ghostface Triller.
You guys are back on the board.
Back on the board.
We got 2 more picks.
Got 2 more picks. All righty. Let's go with a linebacker.
Shaka
Khan.
I like Bumper Pool. I thought he was going to kind of go up on boards a little bit, but he didn't. I was wrong about him. It is what it is.
Yeah. Let's see. Go back up. Let's see. Do I even got a receiver yet? Yeah, I got Dale. So yeah, I mean, I got a lot of stuff. Let me let's go with the. Hold on 1 second. Let's go with the line. You said we had linebacker, right? What's that?
Yes,
Hold
sir.
on. Let's go with that Cam Jones. No. My bad. Charlie Thompson. Charlie Thomas. My bad.
Charlie Rock.
Let's go with Charlie
Right,
Thomas.
I didn't realize Mitchell Tinsley was. I like Mitchell Tinsley. Maybe not as high. I was looking at wide receivers, but he's good. Nick Herbig is a guy I wouldn't mind at all. If we're gonna double up at a position.
Oh yeah. Oh damn, Nick Herbig was still out there. I should have scooped him.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to. I like Trey Tucker. Where's old Fast Holmes? Did he leave already? He already got picked. Trey Palmer already got picked. That's crazy.
I should have skipped a quarterback. I know everybody wants one.
Yeah, I want to get a wide receiver, but I don't really like any of them to be honest. I'm gonna go Nick Herbig right quick. We had his brother, I think. I don't know if they're actually related, but I'm pretty. I mean, it would be kind of ironic if there's another Herbig out there, but we had Nate Herbig, so hey, come on down, brother. Come on down. He's pretty good too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, damn. They took my quarterback.
Malik, you like Malik? I like him. Yeah, he's pretty
Yeah,
good.
for the round they were going. Let's go to quarterback.
You have Sean Clifford.
Mm, let me just do this is gonna just be a flyer. Just me do Stetson Bennett from Georgia. Didn't he win a national championship?
I believe so.
Yeah, let's just put him in there just because Max Dugan gone, right?
Yeah. A lot of honestly, I thought Dorio Robinson Thomas or Thomason Robinson, something like that. I thought he would still be here. I was gonna pick him, but bunch
Let
of
me look at
people
my
left.
picks right quick. So they probably wouldn't have took Osiris if I'm talking about the team. I took him because the upside is pretty good, but they probably would have took Avila. So that's either one of those picks. But I think that's definitely a decent draft right there, dog. Like
Yeah.
Cowboys Nation, that's a good draft. I think. Give me a rating on my draft right now. Oh let's switch to it done. I want to hear my Cowboys people give me my grade because I don't think that's a bad draft at all.
Yeah, I think I only have one more pick. So let's get this pick in. I think this fell pretty well for me though, because I was thinking about taking Trey Tucker last round. And when I was looking at the quarterbacks while you were looking at him, I definitely didn't. I'm not taking Sean Clifford. I dealt with him way too long in Penn State. So we're gonna go with Trey Tucker because I do like him. I think he's a guy that can give you a little something on the return game. So let's go with Trey Tucker and let's get our grade. So yeah, you see, James draft. I mean, that is a good draft. That is a good draft.
I think that's a good draft. I mean, we tapped the offensive line, Osiris, but like I said, that could have been a Vela, but we got a guy that can flex. We definitely got a guy that's going to solidify that guard position. Is going to be powerful. You like that? Will McDonald, he's your edge guy. He's going to blend. You already got Sam Williams from last year. He's super edge, and you can stand him up. You can move him around. He's multiple. I really love what he really brings. He's a real nice guy. Tajay Spears, I went back and forth with Charbonnet, but I went with Spears because I feel like Spears got that little bit more gear. He's going to give you a little bit more of that gear that you want, a little bit more explosive, and maybe you can move him around. And he's a pass catcher, and so he can do multiple things. And Cowboys like multiple players. Then I came in with the steal with Tank Dell. Cowboys just worked him out, so we love what he brings to the table. Smaller, and yes, they got your boy, I can't remember his name off the top of the head's just not going right now, but we don't know if he's the receiver like Dell is. Dell is a natural receiver. He is out there, been able to do it, and he plays bigger. But once again, than his size lets you. He's not one of those small, soft guys. He will stick his nose in there, and he's explosive. I love that pick. And then Shoemaker, he's pretty athletic tight end. They already got another tight end, and McEwen already with Michigan, and you can blend a Shoemaker for his where we drafted him at. I think that's a great value pick, especially you got another tight end, and he's very athletic. I think he ran like a 4.6 in his 40. Carl Brooks, I think, was a steal right here from Bowling Green. He can play multiple positions. He can play inside. He can play on the edge. I think he had like over 10 sacks this past season. I really like that. Real versatile type guy, and Dan Quinn would really love that. Charlie Thomas, 6'3", 220, athletic. You know what? we just adding another linebacker in the linebacker room. Let's see what you can do with it. Stetson Bennett, we don't know if he can make the roster, but hey, he won a national championship, so he got some kind of moxie with that. So let's see what he can do, and let us see him go against some Cooper Rush.
All
But
right, so drop your grades in the chat. I think
I'm getting
somebody
some
gave me
good
a
ones.
C.
I'm
Somebody gave
giving
me a
B
C.
pluses, A minuses. I like it. Come on, Cowboy Nation,
Yeah,
keep giving
people
it to me. I give me a lot of good ones on me. I like it.
being nice to you. I don't like that. I don't
Mm-hmm.
like that at all.
Yeah, I like it.
But so for the Eagles, I really do like this draft. I do. Again, yeah, Kalijah Cansey. I know I'm like very, very high on Kalijah Cansey. That's probably not going to change for a little while. It is what it is. I've tried. Just I am who I am. I'm but a man, James. I am but a man. Dwan Jones. He's a guy that I've been high on for a long time. To be honest with you, ever since I got to speak with him, I think that the way his mindset is, obviously he's a hard worker, but obviously the body frame that he had, I just feel like there's so much to him that screams upside. So I would love to see him with a guy like Jeff Stoutland. I think that we can get the best out of him. Jack Campbell, he's another guy I've been high on since early on in this process. I don't know if they'll get a linebacker in the second round, but if they do, I would love for it to be Jack Campbell. And in the third, we went ahead and got Julius Brents. This is a guy that, admittingly, I'm a little bit late to in the process, but everything I've seen from him so far, I really, really like. And I think that he's another guy just athletically has uber upside, and he's a guy that you can now sit with some veterans and just let him kind of learn the position, learn the ins and outs technically, and I think that would be big for him. And I know that isn't that Tuck's school that he does work for. It would be nice to kind of take a jab at him, make him have to watch one of his former players play for the Eagles. And then I went with a running back. It isn't the running back a lot of Eagles fans probably want, but Kendra Miller, I think, is a name that people will find to fall in love with. I think that he is an amazing player and another guy with uber upside. I think that there's a lot of tread on his tire. And like I said, I did a video where he's one of the guys that's in the video. So definitely check out that. I went in depth on all those guys. But Trey Dean, he's got size. He's got, the ability to stay in that box and hit guys. I don't know. A lot of these safeties I'm not like really in love with, if I'm being 100% honest. There's like 3 or 4 guys that I like a lot that could probably be starters in this league day one. But outside of that, I don't know. It's a lot of projects, in my opinion, and a lot of like situational guys that need to be in the right situation to be good. Nick Herbig, obviously the brother of Nate Herbig. So, and he is a good player. He's a very good player, very solid player, technically sound type of player, not flashy, but it'll be fun to have him on the team. I would love to have him on the squad. Trey Tucker, kind of a flyer. Like I said, he can do a little bit of stuff in the return game and the special teams that I think that the Eagles would benefit from. So what are you guys thinking? You're getting A's and B pluses. I'm getting B pluses, B minus, A minus, A. I'll take it.
Not too bad.
I'll take it. Miller is the truth. Miller is the truth. I'll take it. I'll take it. Usually they're being a lot meaner to me. So today they're being nice. We're gonna go with it. I think I did a good job today. I think I made my team proud.
Yeah, I think I
made
made
my guys proud.
I think I would make my Cowboys Nation would not be mad at this draft. If they looked at it, I think they'd be okay and would not be mad at this draft.
Some people will probably get mad at some point. I mean,
Yeah,
that's just that's how they get
it's
down.
just the
They're gonna be
nature of the
mad.
business. Nothing can be perfect, but if we're looking
Exactly.
at what we wanted and what we already have, I like what we brought to the table.
Facts. But shout out to everybody that's still in the chat, man. We still got 90 people in here. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe, join both families, man. We do this every week, and we'll be back next week. But you got anything you want to say to these beautiful people before we get up out of here, brother?
Nope. Just once again, continue to hit that like button, share it as much as you can. And let's get ready. Like I said, Joe will be done at the draft officially. Let's help him out. Let's continue to help him out and let's get him there so he doesn't have to be, he can be out there and be free. Not have to worry about nothing. He can go out there and get a cold one. They ain't got to worry about all the, don't worry about the money, anything like that. So let's get out there and let's raise that money for him so we can get out that draft and get that great draft draft coverage. Make sure you get some stuff. I know you're doing the Philly things, but let me know some stuff about my guys out there too. You feel me?
You already know.
So and just out there, continue to support Best of Enemies show, the podcast, however we do. And hey, be safe out there. It's crazy in these streets nowadays, man. It really is. That's just my big thing. This world is crazy. It's very, we see these shootings. We're seeing just things out there that are just wild and crazy. So be out there and protect yourself. Be careful out there.
Facts, yeah, no, 100%. And I appreciate everybody that has, helped out and donated and everything. We're already a little bit over half of the goal. So yeah, I can't wait for the draft. I'm gonna go crazy. Last time I accidentally got some news for the Dallas Cowboys. So this time I'm sure it'll fall into my lap as well. But yeah, y'all know what it is, man. We appreciate y'all, but y'all know what it is. I've said that 10 times. I'm Joe, and that is James, and we are the best of enemies. Peace.
We're brothers, we're happy and we're